4 years after Ruthey Smith disappeared, her family is still searching for answers. Ruthey was 19 when she vanished from the area of Figueroa Street and 71st Street in Los Angeles on March 2, 2022. Today, she is still listed as missing by the California Department of Justice and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Long Beach police have said they believe Ruthey may be a victim of human trafficking. Her family has continued asking the LAPD and FBI for more help in finding her. Before we replay our original report, one important clarification. I have not found any credible public confirmation that Ruthey was located or working at a Las Vegas brothel. The verified update is that Ruthey remains missing. She is now 23 years old. She is a mother, and her family is still asking the public to help bring her home. This is our original report on Ruthey Smith.
Ruthey Smith was just 19 when she went missing on March 2nd of last year. It was Catherine who tracked down this, the last known video of her daughter working as a prostitute.
She didn't want to do that. And she tried and tried and tried, but it's easier said than done. And these girls need professional help with things like that. But it wasn't enough, and I didn't do enough.
Ruthey Smith's 2-year-old daughter knew the face well. The girl had seen it on TV, on billboards, and on signs around town. Everyone else had a mommy, but she didn't. She wanted to know why. Catherine Smith took in the little girl after her daughter's suspected abduction over a year earlier. Suspecting human trafficking, Long Beach police were investigating the case. Had Ruthey known what her desperate decision would mean for the future of her infant daughter? In late 2021, Ruthey began working as a sex worker to provide more money for her family, which ultimately led to her disappearance near Figueroa Street in Los Angeles in early March 2022. The responsibility of taking care of the family fell to Catherine after losing 2 mothers. Lois Lee, who has been a beacon of hope for trafficking victims since the 70s, says street-level sex workers are especially vulnerable to abduction by predators. Ruthey Smith was 19 when she disappeared. A 5'4" black woman with brown eyes and hair, 125 pounds, a pierced nose and belly button. Tattoos mark her body. Ezra and Lamarian near one ear. A wave named Ocean on her chest. She may go by aliases Grayson or Winter. Black women and girls account for most trafficking victims in Long Beach, though they make up only 12% of the population. From 2017 to 2022, the Long Beach PD rescued 59% of black trafficking victims. Ruthey is somewhere in that number. Her absence an open wound nobody can heal. Catherine described Ruthey as a timid, shrewd young girl trying to survive on the streets. Catherine realized that sex work was more complicated than just easy money. These girls don't just end up in these situations for no reason, Catherine sighed, her voice heavy with regret. My daughter's situation was being raised without a father, and me struggling to make ends meet. I tried my best, but she wanted more than I could give her. She wanted her daughter to have nice things, to get her own place, to experience life outside of poverty. Ruthey Smith was only a slip of a girl, black, brown-haired, and brown-eyed. Her 5'4" frame weighed in at 125 pounds. But you'd never have guessed it from the hard glint in her eye that so often betrayed her timid nature. Piercing her nose and belly button, Ruthey had the names Ezra and Lamarian tattooed near one of her ears, and Ocean etched on her chest, along with a wave. Ruthey went missing at 19 and is now 20. She may also go by the aliases Grayson or Winter, according to the California Department of Justice. In Long Beach, they trafficked black women and girls at an alarming rate. The data compiled by the local police department suggests that black residents, who make up around 12.1% of Long Beach's population, accounted for 59% of all human trafficking victims rescued between 2017 and 2022. Those who knew Ruthey best were not surprised that she fell in with a dangerous crowd. As her mother pointed out, she was just too naive to resist the lure of the easy money offered through sex work. Catherine was desperate. Her daughter had vanished, leaving her granddaughter without a mother and Catherine without answers. Ruthey's situation was indicated by the lack of a father in the house. Despite having given it her all, Catherine had lacked the resources to provide everything Ruthey wanted for herself and her child. Catherine did what she could with no other options. But she didn't give up there. She hired a private investigator and held a candlelight vigil outside the police headquarters to draw attention to her daughter's case. Desperately hoping somebody might provide the missing piece, Catherine expressed how helpless she felt, believing she wasn't doing enough for Ruthey, even though her efforts seemed endless. We urge those who have any information about Ruthey Smith to contact Detective Gabriel Garrido with the Long Beach Police Department Missing Persons Detail at 562-570-7246 or Police Dispatch at 562-435-6711. The public can submit anonymous tips through LA Crime Stoppers by calling 1-800-222-TIPS or visiting their website at lacrimestoppers.org.
The first foster home I went to, like, it was an older lady who was kind of in charge of it. So she, like, really wasn't, like, attentive to, like, what was going on. So there was, like, an older girl there who would, like, you know, fuck my clothes up, fucking bully me, like, shit like that. Like, you have to kind of, be really careful about, like, the guys who are picking you up, because, like, the area we're in, you could get a drug dealer, you could get a pimp, you could get who legitimately want to date, but then after they do the date and give you their money, they feel like, oh, I'm a pimp, I'm not paying, like, you know what I mean? Or I'm a dope dealer, I'm not, like, and trying to take their shit. And so this guy, like, fucking tried to do the same thing. Like, you know, they'll try and take advantage, like, if they can, you know what I mean? Yeah. They will, like, you know, so he was stupid though. Like, why would you date me, pay me, let me get out the car, and then try to come pull a gun on me? So when he did, we were right here on this corner right here. He picked me up right here. Yeah. And then, we parked down here on this same street. You feel me? Yeah. We parked on the same street, and, when we were done, he dropped me off. And then, like, 10 minutes after he dropped me off, he came back and he just pulled right there where that gray truck is. He pulled right there and he's like, hey, come here, like that. And I'm like, you know, thinking I left something in the car or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? So I just go back, like go up to the, car, like, what's up? Like, you know? Sure. And he's like, the police. Are you the police? So then I'm like, I go up to the car and I'm like, what's up? He's like, with the pistol, like, give me all your shit, give me all your money. I entered the game because I was surviving, not because I just wanted to do something. So if you're going to enter the game, have a reason to enter it, so you have a reason to get out.
We were going through it right before she went missing. I was telling her something bad's going to happen. I just felt it. She weirdly probably felt it too.
Ruthey's aunt, more like a sister because of their closeness in age, says just months before her disappearance, the teenager was abducted from these streets.
She was taken before by pimps. My sister had to go all the way to Vegas and get her. But that time she was able to use a phone. I'm pretty sure she was able to get contact, and that's how we knew where she was.
But this time there's been no contact. And after finding this image of a woman she's convinced is her niece, advertised by a so-called gentleman's club, Amanda Lorenko convinced officers in Elko, Nevada to investigate. Ruthey was not found.
And the slim hope that we do have that she's still alive is that apparently she's been spotted in some brothels in Nevada where her image has been posted on the website as an individual that's available for services, if you will.
Private investigator Moses Castillo has met with the family as their hopes fade that Ruthey would be found like that first time in Vegas.
She was taken before, and yet she put herself at risk again.
Most of these girls do because they don't have a choice. They're in poverty, and she's a young mom. She had a child to look after, and she wanted to live on her own.
Look at this.
Ruthey's family says they're fighting hard to convince police the devoted mother, the kind who celebrates a baby's half birthday and throws an elaborate first birthday party, would never leave her daughter for so long voluntarily. The teenager turned 20 and was gone more than a year before Catherine and Ocean were asked for a DNA sample.
She was able to make sure that she's on certain lists, which really made me feel good because I was under the impression she was already on these lists and she wasn't.
The list, a federal database called Name Us, uses DNA from families to help coroners identify John and Jane Does, a resource families of the missing often need to push for.
Please reach out to your detectives. Don't take no for an answer. Go there and be persistent until someone collects your DNA reference sample.
Little Ocean growing and making new discoveries. But her grandmother struggles to create happy childhood memories while missing her own baby, Ruthey.
I just want her to come home. I want her alive. I want her to be able to live her life as a young 20-year-old girl and not be held against her will or whatever the situation is. I don't know, but I just know that she's gone and we don't know where she's at. It's been 461 days, and how many more days does it have to be?